Let's talk a little bit about finding your purpose if you don't really know where to start. So I actually have a detailed blog post and a podcast episode on this. So if you're interested, I'll link it down below that you can check it out. But I had a conversation with one of my housemates today, and it's something that comes up a lot when I am helping my clients to shift past the limiting beliefs around finding their purpose. And I think that, it is good. I think a lot of us are kind of going through this grand awakening in the midst of everything that's happening right now, and with a lot of the issues that have surfaced. It has started to put some sort of pressure around finding your purpose, and it is a good, destination to get to, but I want you to understand that this is going to be a lifelong journey, and it is not about how quick you can get to in finding that purpose. It's not about getting to that purpose, but rather the journey that you're on, because in the quest of finding your purpose or your soul work, you are going to discover a lot of truth about yourself. You're going to grow, you're going to change. And one of the important things to really remember as well is, to not forget about the person that you are becoming or unbecoming in the pursuit of finding your purpose. And I think it is great that we all want to make an impact, and you probably should have some sort of want to make that impact, but also know that just because your purpose at the moment doesn't involve saving the world doesn't mean that your purpose is bad. And I want to share this because I think that many of us has taken on so many limiting beliefs, conditioning, expectations, and different definition of how we should live our life, how success look like for us, that we have no fucking clue on who we really are. So think about you as an energetic space, and when you have all this shit that has been put onto you throughout your life, which could be decades, it's very hard for you to want to give other people when you yourself are so broken or wounded or just lost. And I'm sharing this from my personal experience on how I get started on this journey, because I wasn't very spiritual, probably not until a year ago, or maybe I started about 2 years ago when I started moving to Bali. But even then, it was more of a self-awareness as opposed to spiritual. And I think that I really kind of got spiritual probably about a year ago when I kind of went through my spiritual awakening. So the reason why I'm sharing this is we all want to find our purpose, and it comes along your own personal discovery journey. So a good way to start is to really ask yourself, what are the things that truly matter to you? And that could be your values. And this is something that I want to highlight as well, is because in the past, a lot of us choose the values based on what we think we want or what we should be seen having. And that is something that you need to start building awareness towards. And, from my own personal experience is that, when I first embarked on my entrepreneurial journey, what was really, really important to me was freedom and fulfillment. So freedom, because my parents were living in a different city. And for me, it's like, I want the freedom to be able to visit them whenever I want to, not having to give that power away to someone who is more superior to me because he or she had a title that is above me. And that has happened to me back in my corporate days. So that's when I knew freedom was really important to me. And fulfillment, it's that whatever I do, I want to know that it makes me happy, it makes me fulfilled. And back then, fulfillment for me is knowing that I've helped a business with the marketing, in helping the business progress forward and make a difference. When I look back at that, sure, there's like family, but then in terms of my purpose and impact, it wasn't like I want to build leaders. I want to, expand the consciousness of humanity. And that's fine. Like, it doesn't mean that my purpose at that time was any less than the purpose that I have now, because at that time, that was the, I guess, the maximum consciousness that I have. So, as I become more aware, if I get to know myself better, that consciousness kind of expand and my purpose gets to fit in a lot more people. So, and I share this with you is because, I used to be one of those dickheads that would order a takeaway cup in a cafe because it looks nicer and it keeps my coffee warm. So does that make me a bad person? I don't know. But was I selfish? Maybe. But at that time, it wasn't within my consciousness or frequency or vibration to actually give a shit about the planet, because I was so angry at different areas of my life, at my corporate job, at the people that pisses me off, that I just don't have any more energy or space to care about things like that. And I didn't, and I guess my point here is not, it's not to give you, well, I guess you do whatever you need to do, you do you, but, I'm not saying that you should do that as a way to, you don't have to do that to get into your purpose. But what I'm saying is that we all have been through a phase where we just don't have the energy and capacity to care for anything else. So if we want to make the world a better place, if we want humanity to be more loving and actually care about other people, we first have to start with ourselves. Because as I kind of, slowly get away from corporate and find a job, before I started my own business, I was a general manager for a small media analytics company for 1.5 years. I had my freedom and I had my fulfillment there. And then that gives me the space to expand and explore a lot further. So and I think that for those of you who are at the start of, finding your own purpose, take your time and really start with one thing that really matters to you right now. It could be freedom. It could be security. It could be self-love. And for me, I think the security and self-love, even though I guess my self-love wasn't on point back then, but then I had such a great masculine shell that I've built over the years that was working very well based on all the limiting beliefs that I have, based on that really strong urge to prove myself, to achieve things, to prove my worth. So even though my self-love and self-worth meter was pretty low, but that motivation that I had from the masculine shell that I've built has managed to push me to a good level. So, everyone is different, and you just got to work out what are the things that truly matter to you and take the first step that is aligned with that value, that is aligned with what matters to you right now. And know that just because you decide this is your purpose right now doesn't mean that you can't find a new purpose. But whatever new purpose that you have here, this journey that you have right now will play a role in bringing you to where you need to be in the future. But know that you're exactly where you need to be right now. Take your time and just go wild. So if you want, need more, I guess, questions, I do have a Dream to Reality Design Planner, which has over 20 to 25 journal prompts to really get you thinking, just to get your mind, questioning the different parts of you or your life that you might not have considered before. So if you want that, it's free to download. I'll leave it down below as well. Otherwise, you can go to my website, adelineer.com, to look for the planner. And if you want to get more into the mindset mastery, which is pretty important, especially if you just get to shift some perspective, some mindset on how you see things, then you should definitely check out Soul School. So Soul School is my new membership platform to really talk about the different things and the topics that should have been taught in school, but never was. So it's kind of a bridge between emotional intelligence and spirituality. And personally, I just see emotional intelligence as just spirituality in a more practical form. So if you're interested, it is currently in the launching special. So I'll leave them down below and you would have instant access to, I can't even remember now, at least 5 videos / audio training around mindset mastery on how it is able to help you really, work out what your next step is in terms of in your journey of finding your purpose. So hope hope this video has kind of changed your perspective a little bit on finding your purpose. It's not like a linear journey. It's not like something that if you put in A, you're going to get B. Just allow yourself to receive, just ask yourself those questions, and it all starts with really knowing what really matters to you right now, and be okay with not having the exact answer, and also know that this is going to change as you grow more as a person. So that's all for today, and sending you all the good vibes. And if you want more motivation or you want more inspiration from people that has kind of lived through in finding the North Star and finding the purpose, definitely check out the Not So Basic live show, because I have interviewed some incredible people that has changed their life and found the purpose and their calling. So know that, believe that everything is possible. Whatever you want is possible. Believe in yourself, believe in it, and make it happen. So talk to you guys later.